Yo, this your boy Kidding, man, and I'm in the building with thisiswalder.com.
I'll get right into it. So what's the one song you heard that made you fall in love with hip hop?
The one song I heard that made me fall in love with hip hop. One of the real songs that made me fall in love with the hip hop lifestyle, I want to say, was the Notorious B.I.G. Big Papa video.
Okay.
When I first seen the video, just it was a house party, but it was like more turned up to where it was just real luxurious. Everybody had their jewelry on, pools, female. It was like that real, hip hop lifestyle that was forefronted to where, me going from the West Coast, a lot of our hip hop videos had nothing to do with that lifestyle. Because it was more of like a gang lifestyle going on at that time. So to see that experience and to be something better than what I felt like I was living in, it kind of gave me a passion for it.
Okay. So you started off as a producer?
Yeah.
So do you have like a favorite beat of all time before you started producing that made you want to get into it?
You know what, man? One of my favorite beats of all time was is That Your Chick beat.
Okay.
Jay-Z, produced by Timbaland.
Yeah.
But I felt like, it was definitely one of my favorite beats of all time, and I could never find an instrumental to it to rap on it. So I guess they knew it was one of the best beats.
Yeah, they didn't want to
Nobody
give it
got
out.
to touch that one. So yeah.
So what made you want to become like an artist after you started producing?
Really just looking up to like Pharrell, Timbaland, Swiss, and just the people who I felt like were producing and writing the hooks for their records and appearing on the features for the songs. Kind of gave me that motivation to write more and help just sell records.
Yeah.
And just still be that guy who's chanting on it and doing hooks. And I just kind of, from writing hooks, it grew from writing hooks and just to writing verses, 12 bars, 8 bars, 16s, and then just I could do full 3-minute freestyles nowadays, and it's just from practice. I feel like, and just growing a love for it just from doing it every day.
Dope. So in a completely different direction, you like video games?
Of course.
Xbox or PS3?
PS3.
So if I went to your place right now and turned on your PS3, what game would I find in the system?
DC Injustice is in my PlayStation right now at the hotel room. Inside the PlayStation. Now, it'll be DC Injustice because that's the newest game. Before that, though, Black Ops 2, I think, was the biggest thing. Call of Duty's, all the Modern Warfares, all my boys play 2K12, but I haven't really been into basketball lately. Or 2K13, 4, whatever we at now. And then, that's about it, though. I play all kind of games, so.
Do you watch a lot of movies at all?
Yeah, I watch every movie.
So, if Hollywood made a movie about your life, who would you want to play Kid Ink?
Who would I want to play Kid Ink? The kid, I think his name, what's that kid's name? Is it Tristan Wilds? Is that the kid from The Wire? What's the little, it's the little kid from The Wire, and he's in Beverly Hills 90210 now.
I don't watch that show.
I don't watch Beverly Hills 90210, but if you watch The Wire, his name is, because it's been gone for so long. But no, my man's who took everybody out. I think his name is Tristan Wilds, for sure. Shout out to the way.
I'll look it up and confirm it.
Right.
So, what about, are you into reality shows at all, or?
Sadly, yeah.
Yeah. If you had your own, what would you call it?
I've been talking about this lately. My entire family is tatted like me. So, Mom,
Dad, everyone?
I think everybody but my dad. But everybody that lives in my household is just as blasted. I feel like we would have to have some kind of tattoo family reality show. I just have to come up with a name for it. Okay.
So I saw you with the Ink, Not Mink PETA campaign.
Yeah.
So how important is that topic to you?
I feel like, because it's definitely two aspects from the campaign. I feel like it's the be comfortable in your skin, and then it's the, just not supporting skinning animals.
Yeah.
And I feel like the be comfortable in your skin was the part that got me at first, and then really when they interviewed me and then taught me about everything that was going on with just the fur industry, it kind of, turned me off from that situation. So really for me, just being comfortable in your skin and tattoos, and it's like I wear tattoos before I wear fur. It's just like how I live my life anyway. Shirts off, tattoos, and just not worried about people judging me and giving me eyes. And at this point too, with all the fake furs, I don't know what's real, what's not anyway.
Yeah.
So it kind of defeats the purpose of having a real one and killing a bunch of animals. So it's like
yeah, for sure. So speaking of tattoos, have you ever been tattooed by Kat Von D?
No, but that would be amazing, right?
Something in the future, maybe?
That's what I'm on right now. I'm about to go to all the celebrity tattoo artists and get a piece. Because I'm just a fan of tattoo artists and different work. So even though I have my own personal tattoo artist, I want to still go out,
So do you mainly go to the one tattoo artist?
Yeah,
or do you
haven't come to the house. Low Key Tattoos, shout out the boy. He comes to the crib and does all my tattoos for the past couple of years.
Okay, so what about your shoe game? Do you have more shoes or tattoos?
Shoe game. Man, my shoe game, my closet's catching up to my tattoos right now. I've been in my LeBron bag lately, my KD bag. I've always, I had a little Jordan spree last year, but I'm trying to kind of, backed off to not be a hype beast, a little bit. So I just been, checking out all kind of different old school shoes and just getting into new things too. I feel like the hyperposits are dope, and I'm not a foams guy.
So I seen you on Instagram recently in the studio with Pharrell.
Yeah.
And I remember a few years ago, maybe 4 years ago, he got some tattoos covered with some skin surgery or something. Yeah. Do you feel like you have any tattoos you regret, or you might consider doing something like that in the future? Or?
Not really. I think, first of all, I heard that process is painful, and it's more painful than the tattoo. So no, just on standpoint of I don't want to go through that for no reason. And then every tattoo, even if you didn't. Every tattoo means something. It's a time in your life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a date. So even if you didn't necessarily like that tattoo, when you look at it, it still brings back a memory and a time. So I feel like you can't really run from those memories and everything just because even when people get a girl's name tatted, it's still it's a memory, and then they get it covered up so they don't have to see it. But when you still look at that cover up, you're still thinking about it.
You know what was there before.
Exactly. So it kind of just it's cool,
Okay, so I think everyone knows your love for Mary Jane.
Right.
So who's the coolest person you've ever smoked with?
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg?
You got it, man. That's
who I thought you'd
top of the list. Once you knock that out, man, that's the coolest person. And I smoked with Snoop Dogg on 420. So beat that.
Can't get any better than that. So if I were to go or to open your computer right now and start up iTunes, what song on your iTunes has the most play counts?
Song on my iTunes right now that has the most play counts. Honestly, I've been doing a lot of mixing lately and listening to beats. But honestly, just to keep it just on some real fan stuff, I've been listening to the You Ain't Even Know It. Rocco, I'm a fan of Rocco before the record, so it's like to actually see him pop off with a dope record is something cool, and I feel like that's a record I've been on for a minute. So yeah.
Okay, so if you lost your iPod.
Yeah.
Whatever, forgot it on the subway or something, just figure speech, and someone like me were to find it, what song on there would you be embarrassed me to see on it that's Kid Ink's iPod?
That's something to feel embarrassed about. That's a good one. It's a good, you know what, I probably had some cool, there was a couple records off Justin last album that I had on my iPod. Some people might be like, "Oh, you got Justin Bieber," but Justin Bieber has some dope records on his last album. So,
he's the biggest for a reason.
Right.
So I know you like to interact with your fans a lot. The last time you were in Toronto, at the end of the show, you were signing autographs for everyone.
Yeah.
So what's the weirdest encounter you've ever had with a fan?
With the fan? I've had some fans are wild. The weirdest encounter I've ever had with a fan. Is there anything that sticks out just crazy like? That was kind of crazy. Yeah.
What happened?
Well, cause a lot of guy fans are more fans than their girls.
Yeah.
And they'll make their girls do things or get my attention so they can come over there. So it was like, go over there and talk to him so you can bring him back over here. And you know what I'm saying? It'll be weird, but at the last show, I had the guy lift up his girl's shirt.
Oh, really?
For me to sign it. The guy did it. He's standing behind her and she's with it. Yeah. So it wasn't. So that was pretty crazy.
So you're fairly new to the industry.
Yes.
I think it was around 2010.
Yeah.
You started
definitely
to really pop
really,
up.
Yeah, when we really took it.
So who was the first person in the industry you were a little nervous to meet?
The first person I was a little nervous to meet in the industry. That's a good one. Honestly, actually, to be honest with you, just looking up to Diddy. You know, just younger, like I said, you know, the Big Papa video was one of my favorite videos, and you know, I think the thing that stood out was, you know, him in the pool. I mean, in the tub with the girls and in the jewelry, Jesus pieces and stuff. So I feel like to actually meet somebody like that who's just, you know, a top 5 billionaire and just successful businessman, and just a smart man. You know, it was a inspiring and motivational time. But at the same time, I was still sitting there in the corner. You know, like, oh, you know, that's crazy. So.
So okay, last question. You just dropped the Badass remix with YG and Problem. So what's next for Kid Ink? What can we expect? New single anytime soon, or?
Definitely look out for, you know, I feel like I got some records that have been revisited with features, so look out for just some other stuff that, you know, fans might already know and be familiar with. Come back with some new artists on it that are, you know, more relevant now too. And I feel like besides just me hopping on other feature verses, I'm gonna get my pen game out a little bit more, write hooks and stuff for other people, even if I'm not just necessarily on the song. I feel like that's something that a lot of people don't know about me, is just the writing game and how much pen I put behind. You know,
Devin Cruz and all those guys working with you doing the writing.
And really just, you know, I want to have new music by the summer, but definitely look forward to the album before the year's over.
Okay, dope. That's it.